back to being a very normal and serious person. In fact, I think on this cycle, we give them the birds and fuck off.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
We're going to bed. Well, I hope you have a wonderful, rejuvenating 8 flicker, and thanks for stopping on by. Of course I know where I'm going. I can't be lost. I'm going that-a-way. I'll slay the princess, I guess. Actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. I'm gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Okay. I'm going to the cabin. Sheesh. Turn around again and leave again.
Everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
When you kill someone, they die! You're emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that?
I'm surrounded by cabins!
I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go in the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived.
With the music cut out.
Everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
What?
First, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Uh-oh.
Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
The music's getting eerie.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Uh-oh! I think we broke reality!
In every direction,
Uh-oh!
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to
Oh. Our choice to not go is irrelevant, for we are fated to always be, for there is always a cabin, and the cabin always has the princess.
Wait, what's going on? You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Or is the narrator fucking with us? Fucking with our perception?
Doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Is this the doom of the world? The world just turns into cabins in the woods? Truly inscrutable.
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Is that a wall?
You're here to slay her.
Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go in the cabin.
Talking about, I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or someone other than you might have
Someone might have gotten lost.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
The Contrarian.
Everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Fucking, this person's gonna be
By
insufferable.
ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever? Then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
Okay, is the next one gonna be like, we go down and then up and then down and then up? Never taking the knife, never talking to her, just going up and down?
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Stay in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What?
You know I can tell
Interesting.
when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am
Reaching and reaching, walking and walking. The comedy and the comedian.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there. Such that the seams aren't visible enough for the place to make any sense.
This is fun to play with.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Little games that use the game environment, but like, yeah, the parallaxing is real fun
I've
here.
already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise?
I don't think it's straightforward here.
Say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Have you been stabbing many princesses so far? We killed the god one, but other than that, we haven't been killing many. Things have been going weird, especially now that we've kind of broken things. Reality's a little
You cannot let fear creep into your heart.
loose.
You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Lose yourself in the moment, and you never let it go. You got one shot.
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
Yeah, but if we step wrong, we fall into space. And you know, I guess in that case, we just go into the game missed.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us.
Is there only specific voices at any given time, or is it always a bunch? The narrator and hero are pretty consistent, but it seems like every, like, depending on the path we're going down, the route we're going, we pick up other voices.
I'm not going to stop doing
The princess also changes
You
pretty
just
often.
have to get better at yours, and quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Exactly. It's just the seams of reality coming unraveled.
Good.
Perfectly fine.
Already, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Right, step 1. Throw the knife out the window. Ah, we didn't have the... Take the knife.
Take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay.
Fine, you took the knife. You really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Also, as another Game of Fractures once said, the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your
Aww.
grip on the blade.
I
Congratulations.
wanted to throw the blade out the window! That's the whole reason I grabbed it! Damn.
Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right.
I like how the cursor even changed. The cursor changes is one of my favorite little tiny
It really doesn't
details.
matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Yes, get on with it already! There we go. Throw the blade out the window.
Yes! Do it! Seriously. Throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night.
Agent of
You'll
Chaos!
have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
Wait, why did the glass break on both sides? Huh?
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
Alright, what's the basement gonna be,
The
fucky?
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a
I
web
see.
of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Alright, so what you need to go is you need to go south until the stairs split off spinways. And instead of going spinways, you need to actually flip on the bottom side so you go slantwise. And then you need to crawl through them. Yes, through them. And once you've crawled through them, you'll end up clipping through and end up on the opposite side. And then what you're going to need to do is you'll need to float up the ladders until you reach perpendicular to the termination point. And then you'll have to zip westward until you do a loop-de-loop. And finally, you'll arrive at your destination. Got that?
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
I gotta say, falling down these stairs, terrible. You'll break every bone in your body and you'll still not even be halfway done falling. Branching paths, literally visualized. Yeah, the game certainly getting hella meta.
It has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Oh, are we gonna get cosmic brown? Supposedly, the color you get if you average every single color in the observable universe.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Oh, is the princess gonna be a fractal? All right, where is she gonna be a fractal at? Is the question. Is it gonna be overlapping Prince High? Or is it gonna be like multiple torsos and bodies and arms and heads?
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
Oh, the voices!
No, you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
I like the hair. I was like, you know what? No, thank you. I'm out. Bye. Done. Nope. Don't like the sound of that.
Want to do this? Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to next day.
You know what? Left to right. We'll take the harsh stairs.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel.
Oof.
The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor.
That's I think these stairs are making their point well known.
You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
We have the existential cursor.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
I like how, you know, these people did not waste anything in their game. They found a use for even design sketches, alright? That's impressive.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Hey, dude, you've been, like, disassociating for a while? Are you okay?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
And then our cursor's back to a claw!
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Oh, this game? Yeah, this is a good game.
He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Getting down here was weird. I guess pulled apart and put back together again. You know what happened to me?
What, like you need me to hold your hand to tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Damn.
Probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks
Okay,
again,
that
it's almost
spooked
as if
me.
she fractures.
Or scared me.
And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
How many princesses are contained within a single
Seems to me
princess?
like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Something I wasn't supposed to see? I'm gonna add that another point in the column that the narrator is controlling us I mean, obviously the narrator, you know, manipulated our body. But I wonder if they wiped our memory at some point. Also, hi, Madam Universe. Thank you for your help, Pat. I hope you're having a good evening. Oh, I'm sure you say that to all the snacks, but thank you.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts...
Unsee it.
Unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
It's making me think of that episode of Monk fucking... I'll get you when you least expect it. Well, if I'm expecting you, then you're gonna fast forward to later in the episode. Oh god, he's here to get me. I wasn't expecting it.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yeah! More Prince Eye! Evening, I was doing pretty good. We're just losing our mind a little bit. A lot of it. All of these highlight at the same time. Getting you out of here. Leave her in the basement. Interesting. Interesting. Tries to do multiple things at the same time. There's more of you now.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago.
Are you though?
Fractures again. I don't like where this is going.
Also, that's not a glitch. Yeah.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start?
I figure this is gonna be a one where we like disassociate and have like, if I'm thinking of this game and how it explores the meta narrative, I feel like once we advance from it, we're gonna have like 3 simultaneous instances of the game going at the same time, sort of thing. Is what I'm hoping is about to happen.
Always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Yeah, but we can make them worse.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. Princess. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
Oof.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
Is 3 gonna be the max? That would explain why there's only 3 there's 3 responses. We're saying 1 to each reality at the same time.
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
There we go.
Boy, we both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Oh!
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Still only 3. Let you out of here. What are you gonna do?
I don't think what I'd do really matters, does it? I just want to live my life. I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
All right.
Not a real answer.
Maximum Prince Eye
At
achieved.
least aside from this blood and destruction, It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under?
Oh, the Contrarian's personal hell.
I put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse.
Oh, what happens when you're so focused on always just being the stick in the mud in every single situation you find yourself in, and then you find yourself in a situation where you can't be in the stick in the mud. There's just no way to be contrarian. What then? Do you have an original thought? Do you have anything more solid to believe in than just being a dick in whatever situation you find yourself in? Contrarian? Anyway.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
Alright,
Wait,
only thing we can pick.
that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Using our multiversal existence actively for the first time.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. For this, we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Oh, this is fine. I'm sure this is
Because this
fine.
isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Oh, jeez.
What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others just don't fit. They just don't fit.
Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, jeez.
Moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Oh, shit.
Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Ooh. About that.
Help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Yeah, Contrarian? Yeah?
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
No. Damn. I'll do my best. Oh, someone else lent her a hand. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
To the mirror we go.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
Voices feel small and distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
You have thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Do you think anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Alright, fair enough. Ooh. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He doesn't. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. Or he does. When I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he is anything other than us, he isn't worth the effort to destroy.
It is interesting, because, like, he keeps existing, but he doesn't remember the alternate worlds. He either accepts the existence of them quickly, or knows that it is possible. But I don't know if he's an entity trying to end us fourth dimensional entity? I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Okay, so one more and I'll have an end, parentheses, one of them.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Okay, we've left the knife. We've taken the knife and dropped it. I think for this one, we'll just be the calm, obedient person doing what we're told. So, hey, thanks for letting me know what to do.
Mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up.
All right, we go into the cabin. We take the knife. We enter the basement. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise.
Have a good eat,
luck,
Flicker.
hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I guess skipping ahead kind of broke this. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. is far.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh.
Ah, I didn't expect you would actually do it! Shit!
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Feel like she has some kind of trick up her sleeve.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no...
And now you step onto a banana peel and die. You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here.
Exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Eve.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened?
Wait, did we end the world?
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy.
And now we've been quarantined. This is bullshit. Let me out of here.
Is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone.
What's best for you?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring...
Everyone is happy. Smiley face.
Happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy. Maybe I'm just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here.
Oh,
You're probably not going to
no.
like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh no, are we gonna open the door to the basement and that's also gonna be voided?
Everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you.
People
and you shouldn't.
die when you kill them!
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Don't you want to be happy? I'd be pretty upset if we die, you know? Why don't you just stick around and do nothing? At least for a while
What a
longer.
relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
I have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What is that? What is that? A little crayon. Oh, that's great. That's great. Anyway.
Good, because...
Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.